guardians of the Akashic Records go by many names. The keepers of the Akashic Records, the guardians of the Akashic Records, the Akashic Guardians, the masters and keepers of the Akashic Records, the teachers and loved ones of the Akashic Records, the Akashic Brotherhood, Akashic Guides. I've always known them as the Akashic Masters. So in this video, that's the term that I'm going to use going forward. First thing to say is that there are almost no words in the English language that can provide us with an accurate understanding of the Akashic Masters, because a prerequisite to language is separation. It's the process of separating reality out into identifiable parts, which is the exact opposite of the unity of the Akashic field. So we're already on the back foot. However, in the interest of creating understanding with the tools at hand, aka language, the best way to articulate the Akashic Masters is to say, the creator, or God source as you like, creates the things. The Akashic Masters hold the things. This is on a level that's far above masculine and feminine holding, even though there are no levels in the Akasha. Essentially, imagine the entire data of the universe existing, but what can it exist as or within if there is no holding? It's like imagining a lake without a shore, or a database without a hard drive or server, or anything else that makes a database useful for that matter, like electricity, encryption, computer screens, even eyes to see the computer screen. The Akashic Masters, in their purest essence, are a kind of non-physical database upon which all the data of the universe both exists within and, in this case, also travels along. They ping data retrievals, encode, encrypt, compress, store, and send the data of the universe in a way that keeps reality stable, decipherable, and expanding. Everything the Masters of the Akashic Records do is in service of one singular purpose: the expansion of the universe. One of the single best ways to expand in any iteration of reality is to build on what is and to come into greater self-knowledge and morph what is into more of itself and what it desires. This is the job of the Akashic Masters, if you like, but what does this mean for you? Before we go into the next section around how your relationship with the Akashic Masters can benefit and support you, I invite you to check out the description box below, because I've got a free guide called Align with Your Path and Purpose through the Akashic Records. And in that guide, it builds on everything that we have been speaking into today. You'll learn more about what the Akashic Records is, where it is, more about the Akashic Masters and how it can support you, and how you can work with the Akashic Records in aligning more deeply with your path and purpose. So if that sounds like you're ready for that, if you've had the ping that the Akashic Records is going to be really supportive for you in the next phase of your evolution, then I invite you to dive deeper, go down the rabbit hole, and find out more in this free guide, which you can download in the description below. Firstly, anything that you retrieve or recall from your Akashic Records absolutely has to flow from and through your Akashic Masters. So the more that you familiarize yourself with the energy of the Akashic Masters, the more you'll be able to discern when a line of code is coming from them versus being a synthetic, perhaps fear-based thought that is coming from the mind or people around you or society. Secondly, the more that you lean in with your Akashic Masters, the more you'll come into cohesion with your own life. And the reason for this is that because the Akashic Masters are holding everything, they're also holding your truest soul frequency. So the closer you're getting with them, the closer you're leaning into yourself and all of the things that you desire and all of the things that you want to manifest on this journey of life that you're on. Thirdly, you become more embedded into true, capital T, reality, which means that you're more likely to see reality as it actually is. And the more that you're seeing reality as it actually is, the more that you're going to be making more aligned decisions for your growth path. You're more likely to make accurate assessments for what's to come, and you'll make safer decisions about where best to focus your energy and attention. This is because in forging a strong relationship with your Akashic Masters, you're bringing your energy more consciously into the fabric of all that is. Your energy becomes a consciously cultivated part of all that is, because the Akashic Masters are holding all that is. Just as it's easy for you to lift your arm with an intention because your arm is a part of your body as a whole, it becomes easier for you to influence extraneous quote-unquote arms of reality that seem disconnected from you or at best far out of your control. When you immerse yourself in the oneness field, the Akashic field, things that you never thought you could influence suddenly seem to move with some conscious intent on your part. You are melding into a conscious part of the whole. The creator itself is pure unbridled potential energy with an unimaginable desire to explode into creation. The Akashic Masters parse out this potential energy into meaningful, held, decipherable expression and hold it steady, clear, bright, and blossoming so that it can continue to become more of what it is. This entire video is an extremely basic, to the point of almost meaningless, explanation of what the Akashic Masters are. You can familiarize yourself more deeply with them when you go into the Akashic records and have a more direct experience of their energy. But even that, from the perspective that we're sitting in as human beings, is going to be really, really limited. So really the best thing for you to know from this video is that it's not actually really that important that you know who they are. You're tending to bring more brain and thought and conceptualization into it, which just, even in the nature of reality and how we operate as humans, is just going to be so vastly not close to what their actual energy is. All you really need to understand, and the main takeaway that I want you to have from this video, is that they serve one singular purpose, and that is expansion. Expansion that is safe, cohesive, and decipherable. That is their main job in this reality. So if you're feeling a sense that your expansion in life is stunted in some way, blocked, chaotic, or feels wanting, the Akashic Masters are more than able, eager in fact, to help you with that. Firstly, because they are specifically designed to support you with your expansion. And secondly, they know precisely what is needed for your expansion in any circumstance, better than anything or anyone for that matter. All of this to say, connect with your Akashic Masters. They're here, they're ready, they're willing, they want to connect with you and really consciously bring you into the fabric of all that is, into that Akashic field. They're here, ready, willing to support you with any question that you might have about your life path, the nature of reality, the desires that you might have, the things that you might struggle with, any question that you may have. They will have some really powerful insights for you. They hold everything. There is nothing in the universe, in all of reality, that is held apart from them. So when you're consciously connecting with them, they can, in an instant, provide you with the kind of insights that you need to completely transform your life in an instant, if that's what you want. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I highly recommend that if you're on an Akashic Records binge watch right now, that you check out this video over here, because I feel like that'll be a really good next step for you to deepen your insights and understanding of the Akashic Records. Don't forget that that guide is in the description box. Align with your path and purpose through the Akashic Records if you're ready to go even deeper into the Akash. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over here.